you love, when you do the thing you love, is a bit of a, it's like a, what is it? It's quite a conundrum to be in, right? So what's keeping you busy at the moment? Not gaming, clearly. Oh,
It's on my side.
I think we lost you. Oh, there we go. We got you back. We got you back. Can you hear me?
Quickly. You see, the moment we do things, then that's the technical difficulties.
That's okay. That's a beautiful thing about going live.
Then we might do the speakers. There we go.
So I'm clearly coming through the speakers. Yeah.
There we go. Hopefully there's no echo. I'm hoping there's no echo, but
there's a little bit of an echo. But let me see if I might be able to do something. Hang on.
Wait, echo. There is an echo cancellation. Oh, I can't change it while we're recording, but obviously this happens the moment we go live, right?
No, of course. Do you want to try and sort out your headphones?
They should be fine. I don't know what exactly the issue is. I've been
oh, you know what? It probably won't. You can leave the chat and come back. You can leave the live stream and come back in, and it'll fix it.
Let me quickly just check. Like the headphones are working. It's just like randomly cuts out for some reason.
Oh, that's strange.
I don't know why. Yeah, but I'm
check. Okay, now that's okay. That's good. That's good.
Better.
All right, technical troubleshooting. That's actually what we're here for, to be honest with you. We do live technical troubleshooting. Bumped into Sam Tickle this morning, and we reminisced about her technical, but she was in another country, so we managed to sort it out. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, that was crazy. So like she being able to do with what she had on hand. It's you know what we can do with tech, right?
That's a beautiful thing, but to me it's all you do what you have, as long as you can have the conversation. I think that's the important part, and it's kind of the fun too, you know, being able to shoot no matter what the scenario is, and that's why the tools matter.
Yeah,
the tools
definitely.
So what is your main tool at the moment? Your phone, a camera, your notebook?
It's probably my computer, because I'm doing like most of the stuff on there, you know, editing, doing the voiceovers, gaming when there's that small little bit of time to game. I think that's the bit of tech that I use, the tool that I use most right now.
The most.
Yeah.
So you the brains of the operation. I've met the other half. Is he the shooter?
I think a lot of people have that little bit of a misconception. I mean, I'd love to be like having someone help me with what I do, but he's literally just the cheerleader. Like he cheers me on. He's the hype man. Like he goes with me to events and like he hypes me up. I do everything behind the scenes, from the shooting, the editing, the coming up with ideas, coming up with the builds, the modding, everything I do myself. He's just there like with his pom-poms cheering me on and, you know, keeping me positive and picking me up when I'm down, you know, that support system. So, yeah.
He's doing a great job. It's always, well, it's great. Yeah, you can't do it without him. It's always great bumping into me. It's a very integral part of your operation. So, I mean, that's quite a lot for, I mean, I guess when you walk into this industry of a content creator, you have to take on any free. We don't have the luxury, and I say we because we still don't have the luxury. I mean, we still also, you know, we don't have editors and these things. I'll do it, and I love it. I mean, let's be honest. It's the creative output that you put in from the script to the editing, and then the editing is where the magic happens. But you edit better when you're in front of the camera and you know what you're going to edit. It's just a beautiful 360. Did it take you a long time to learn these things?
I wouldn't say so. Like, I'm quite a quick learner when it comes to tech. I always have been. Like, whenever, even like with software, like if someone gives me a new program and they're like, here, you know, I figure it out quickly. You know, I pick up things very fast, very quick. And I think there's just, like, how can I say it? Like the background of how I got to video and doing content was there. So yeah, it helped me adjust quicker and enjoy it more. Yeah, so just like as a quick synopsis or backstory is that I
Mm-hmm.
used to be a wedding photographer.
Okay.
I loved it, but also didn't, because the hours, the standing, the editing, because they're shooting like 5,000 photos in a day type of thing. I did love it, but then I was like, oh, this is not really for me. And, I really liked my gaming setup, and I was posting photos with my phone, and I was like, my camera's sitting in the cupboard, gathering dust. Maybe I should swap out the phone for the camera. And then that's just where it started. And I was like, oh, let me try and get into a little bit of video. Now, keeping in mind when I was doing photography, I did do some videos in between here and there. It wasn't like my main focus, so it was just odds and ends. So I think the transition wasn't as difficult. Like, I've had to pick up some things with like audio and stuff like that, but I think with me being so like quick with tech and learning things, and with YouTube and everyone else there to learn from, I think it was easy. It was easy.
If you're interested and curious, it's easy because it's a passion, and after a couple of years you don't realize how much time you spent, and you go, oh, it's because I did it for a passion. So
Yeah.
where did the
As long
name
as
come
you,
from?
as long as you have the
Okay,
passion for
go
it,
for it.
and you love what you do, you can make it work.
Yeah, exactly. So where did the name LockedElf come from? Was it your in-game nick in
That's a hard
Minecraft or
one. I think a
something?
lot of people ask me this question, and I don't really have like an answer for it. I don't know. It just sort of happened. Like, I really like elves. I wanted to change things. I used to be. Let me try and think like what I was before. I mean, back in the day, think the cringy gamer tag days. It was the whole XXX, Blue Fox, XXX, like that whole like,
Oh, right.
trend
Okay,
in the
yeah.
2000s. The whole cringy thing. So it was Blue Fox back then. I felt like I needed to change. Clearly, we can see that I actually like blue, now that I think about it. I really liked elves. I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft at the time. So I really tried to connect with like what I see myself as a in-game persona or in-game character. And I was thinking about elf, and I can't really say where the lock came from. It just, I was locked in. I was in it. I'm locking myself down. So I guess that's sort of the combination. It just happened.
And somehow that turned into 69 elves. So
Yeah.
what is your, I mean, I guess we did kind of touch on this before, but you've been quite busy. No time for gaming at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's become
Actually,
a real
you
job
know,
now.
so I wouldn't say the content has become the job. It's the more like my business that I run on the side, which is more graphic design related. So that's very busy.
Okay.
So it means that I can't really get to content and gaming as much as I would love to. I'm hoping in the next few weeks I would be able to make some more time for that. Um, and like I have been just trying to work on that work-life balance, because that is really important. And I found that when
Mm,
you involve yourself so much in work, you sometimes do tend to lose a little bit of like who you are, and inside your hobbies. You forget like what you really love. Like, I used to love playing horror
yeah.
games, and I haven't played that in ages because work gets busy, friends get busy, and like it starts to fizzle out, and you forget. And it's important to go back and make that little bit of time, enjoy your hobbies, and you know, just take, even if it's like 30 minutes a day, and just game and relax and not think about work.
Yeah, isn't it crazy you make your passion your job, and then you actually have to somehow take time away from it and spend time
Yeah,
with it?
yeah,
I mean, what are we
yeah,
doing? What are we
exactly.
doing to ourselves?
Exactly. I think like people forget, when you go into content creation, especially in something that you enjoy like tech and gaming, it's like sometimes you start not liking the thing as much, because you're like, oh, this has become a job. But it's become such a norm. So again, it's just like finding that balance. But I do love still creating content. I still love, showing people tech, and I still love gaming and, doing all the cool things.
So you say
So
graphic
that makes
design
sense.
is your, yeah. I mean, talking to the converted here. I'm just much older than you, so just know that the passion never goes away. Just, you
Yeah.
kind of pick up more things to do. So graphic
Yeah.
design, I mean, and I guess it shows in your content is very clean. The design is very sharp.
Yeah.
It does seem like there's a
Thank you.
team involved. So well done on that. And tell us a bit about the graphic design
Thank you.
side of it. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean,
Magazines,
it's
flyers, brochures?
it's very broad. With going back to COVID times, I've always been like a creative at heart, and I was working full time for a place doing graphic design, and as soon as COVID lockdown was announced, they were telling people salary cuts straight away. There wasn't any like and no, maybe in only 2 months time, and it was a frustrating time, but also then a lot of people started their own businesses. And I started getting a lot of inquiries to do freelance work. It was helping because of the salary being short. And I just decided to go jump in and, go freelance full time. So I've been running my business since 2019, 2020. And it's been going so well. I do like a lot of different range of things, from videos, animation, from like logos and corporate identities and the normal social posts and designs for clients. I do have some, I would say, like higher profile clients, some big brands that we know locally. So it's great for me. I really love it and enjoy it, and at the same time I get to apply all that creative knowledge that I have from the graphic design side of things into my content. And like you said, people do see the difference in the structure and like how I post, so you can sort of pick up that little creative background.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. And the best thing about why your social channels in the tech works is because that makes you very approachable from a band's point of view. You're already working with them on the one side, could work on the other side. So well done. What you've done, I think it's not easy to do. And a lot of people come into this industry thinking, I want to do that. You can, but you kind of need to be multi-talented, have an eye for the right thing, because it's not just AI, right?
Yeah, as like a lot of people have been going AI crazy, and I think that's a thing that's been popping up in the graphic design space as well, is that people keep mentioning AI, but it can't replace that inherent creativeness that a graphic designer or creative person has. Oh, look, do you see this?
Oh my goodness, we've got a cameo. Well done.
I think
please
came.
ask him to introduce himself there for a second, so people don't get a fright.
Come,
and just just say hello. I don't want to make it about him because he's not the star here.
Yeah, we're not making it about him. Let me. Wait, there we go. I think it's. Hopefully, otherwise we just there we go. Just say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
To the chat. I mean.
Hey. How's the chat?
So I just heard hey, how's it going? I just heard today that you're not actually as hardworking. Oh, you can't even hear me. Okay, just tell him I thought he was the hardworking guy behind the camera and the editing, but he's not. He's just the cheerleader.
So he was thinking that you were the man working hard behind the camera, like shooting everything. And
I work for this company.
He also runs his own company. He also does like tech and stuff.
I can't see. Free promo. We'll call you afterwards. Yeah, show the logo now so I can
free promo,
send you the invoice.
Yeah, there we go.
What is it called? I can't see.
It's just blocked off.
Tech hack. Tech nerds.
Tech nerds.
Yeah. Tech nerds. There we go. Yeah. So we both run our own companies. It makes for a busy, like chaotic household. We both working late hours. We both like up and down, in and out, and all of that stuff. So. Yeah.
It sounds like you guys honestly have a game. And coming back to my point, I mean, I think you make it look easy, but there's a lot of work we always say that a lot of work that goes into it behind it, but there is also a certain level of know-how and keenness because, it looks glamorous, but when the cameras turn off, there's a whole other world that happens.
No, exactly. And I think, maybe like some of the people are watching, or for people that would watch afterwards, is that they know that I used to stream. I used to love doing my Guitar Hero streams and some horror games and have a lot of fun. But there's just so much time in a day, and you know, in the greater scheme of things, we all want to stream, we all want to make money from streaming. I mean, and that's the big thing. We all want to make money from content and all that stuff, but it's not that easy. So if you don't have the passion for what you're doing and you're only going into it for like the money aspect and how much can I make and how famous I can get, you know, that's like the wrong way of looking at it. So always go in with the passion. If you really love what you're doing and you really enjoy it, you can make it work regardless. I just found that streaming wasn't that much fun. Like, it was fun, but at the end, like, you feel so drained, and it's like, you know, you have to sort of put up that persona of like who I am, talking to everyone and being social, even though the people aren't physically there, they're there online. So you have to be very social for like a good amount of hours. So yeah, it wasn't really for me. I did enjoy it while it lasted, but I'd rather stick to the content.
Yeah, just a little bit of the preparedness. You actually summarize it well. And streaming is something that people often want to do, but you need to be a very specific type of personality to be able to do it for longer than 30 minutes. An hour to, you know, that's difficult, right? You have to be switched on. If, you know, if people don't chat to you, you have to keep the rhythm going.
Yeah.
And I can hear myself.
No, exactly. Like, I think
have we got our problem back?
It's no, it's fine. I like quickly swap that. I just catch what you were saying, but I did get the gist of it. It's like a ping pong thing, you know. You like have to bounce off of your viewers and bounce off the chat. At least when it comes with content, is that, you know, you don't have to. You're just filming by yourself or with whoever else is in the room with you. You know, it could be your pets. That could be your audience.
Yeah. The best
but
audience.
It's not as stressful as being live and like chatting to viewers, and you know, I applaud the people that can do that. Like I did struggle.
Look, the nice thing, I remember growing up as a kid, always wanted to do the radio thing. There was just something magical because I grew up listening to the radio. And the fact that anybody, and I think TikTok is a phenomenal example of this. When I'm on TikTok, the amount of random people that have audiences. I mean, there's some bad, but the good ones that you can see. So have you got audio?
Sorry, do you hear that? You hear when I swap over?
Let me see. I might be able to. I'll just check here.
I don't know. I think it's.
So do you have to swap over the whole time?
No, it's just now and then. Like, it works fine for a while, and then all of a sudden it cuts out, and it's like, can it stop doing that?
I didn't do it now since I came.
Yes, it's you. No, I didn't do it before you came. Yeah.
I'm the interference.
Always just give me your wired headphones, and then I think we'll be sorted. Sorry, everyone, for the interrupt. But in the meantime,
just tell him everybody's waiting. 500 people is waiting for him right now.
500 people are waiting for you.
For tech support.
No, you can't be faffing around now. I just said give me your wired headphones. You see, like, when there's something, we don't want to go small. We always want to go big, yeah. But anyway, in the meantime, I'd say that I also really wanted to do radio growing up. I was like, I'm going to be a news person, or I'm going to be a weather person. Like, when the weather came up at night, my parents were watching it. I was standing in front of the TV pretending like I'm the weather person. So I always, even though I absolutely dislike like politics and journalism, you know, I can't do journalism, but I wanted to be that like personality or person, you know, like talking on radio. And there was an interview that I did with I think it was one of the universities. Oh no, Peter disconnected my camera. Okay, there we go. And afterwards, when I listened back to the interview, it sounded so good, and I was actually getting messages of people saying, you sound so good on radio, like you should do radio. And I was like, you know, that was always the dream. but we shifted, and now we're here. So.
It's not far off, and I think, but again, that comes from a young age, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's weird hearing yourself I can't think like that sometimes.
No, I know. It's hard to talk at the same time. Are you sure it's in the right hole?
No, I just plugged it in now.
Oh.
So test.
Don't.
Technology, yeah.
Technology.
Technology. Exactly, Angel. Also, thank you for everyone that's here and dealing with the things. I don't see it.
It's fun.
I think you're plugging it in the wrong one. Remember, there's only 2 out of the 4, right?
Yeah.
There's liggies that are supposed to go on here. You see, there we go. That should work.
Magic.
Tech support coming in.
Yeah, tech support. Ugh.
Where's my reactive icons? Here we go.
Let's see. Yeah, I think now we should be fine. And then I'll put my Bluetooth.
Mic check.
And then we're good. Mic
And they
check.
look so much
Still
better.
there.
Goodness, look at
Oh,
those.
actually, yeah.
What are they? Are they razors?
These are the Razer Gengar Razer Gengar headphones. They're really cute. Pokemon Gengar. They even have a little Gengar.
They
here on
look
the side,
awesome.
So,
Are those?
for all
Is
the
the
Pokemon
top part
fans.
built in?
yeah, it's attached, so it's not like the kiddie ones that you can like take it off. So there's
Oh,
something.
no, I prefer that. That looks great.
Send
put it
them
in
the
there. Let's see.
invoice.
No, this is
Yeah,
now. This is
it's-
called a review. Now it's called a review. So there's
You
no.
know? Yeah, it's really cute. I just don't like the fact that you can't detach the mic. Like, I'm a big person of like, I don't use the attached mics. You know, I use my external mics or whatever. So I don't really want it there. Just like
They
in
just
the
lie around.
way. Exactly, and you
Yeah.
like whack them and stuff. But it's a really cool like set for the Pokemon fans. They're very comfortable, I must say, like very airy. I mean, the other set I was using was Razer as well. I don't think it's them that's the problem. I think we have like a lot of devices in the room, so that's what's causing the interference. But these are cute, and there's like a whole set. They have like the Gengar mousepad that's on Peter's side of the table, and there's a Gengar mouse as well. I still
Nice.
will do a video on them so you guys can see, but you know, there's your little preview. Very cute, very cute.
Content. Never a moment to rest. So what else are you playing with at the moment? I'm just looking at your. Where's the platform to get all of the best of your stuff? Is it across everything, or is it YouTube or Instagram?
I do try and be across everything, but it's very difficult. So at the moment, the main platform of choice is Instagram, because also I feel like stories are, you know, we can chat more on stories, like keep up to date, like what's happening in the day and the life of when I remember. Just, you know, showing you guys what I'm up to. But Instagram is the most popular, and I haven't posted in a while. But there's some things going
Let's
on
check these
behind the
dates.
scenes. So there's some things that are cooking, some builds that are cooking, that should be revealed closer to the end of the next month. I do miss doing the bigger builds, like the one that you guys see now, but I think they will be returning soon, as we also gearing towards Computex. Time is flying, like there's only a few months left until we're on that plane again, and keeping you guys up to date with what's new in all tech. I'm hoping you're going to be joining us again.
Yeah,
We'll go
definitely.
hang
That is
out there.
on the cards for sure. It is definitely the event to be at, I think.
Yes.
And also the country. Let's not kid ourselves here. That's one of the best cities ever
Yeah,
to just
I
especially
always
that time of the
say-
year.
Exactly. I always say, even though it wasn't a holiday, it was a work vacation. It was still one of my favorite vacations, because it's just the people, the atmosphere, the things you get to see there, the things you get to experience, especially as a tech lover. Like, there's no shortage of tech. There's no shortage of like nerdy stuff, figurines and all the cool Pokemon stores and Nintendo stores. And I mean, literally every brand has a store there. Like, I could just be in the mall the whole day going from one brand to another, like touching and feeling like that's the best experience, honestly.
I assume JJ is asking about my headset. JJ, no, I've got vintage headphones.
Oh, there you
OG.
go. Nice.
But actually in-ear works just as well.
Yeah. I don't know if we're allowed to mention much yet. I know there's a new Logitech mouse that we will be looking at. I think it's next week or something.
Yes,
So
yeah, that I'm sure. Look, if anything on this platform, Len has already. No, we've spoken about it last week. If not, Len has already
so.
leaked it somewhere. I'm sure it's. Yeah, that's. I mean, we know about the mouse, right? So yeah, I'm very. But let's leave it for that conversation. We won't spoil it for those people that don't know. But it's probably one of the best mice out at the moment, to be honest with you. Did you hear about the record? 270 clicks in a minute or something stupid.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. But like, who's like clicking that fast?
Look, that's
Like
it's
how-
more like it's a show off. He does something with his hand.
Literally.
So he does it on the mouse. I don't know. Yeah, there's a video about it.
Oh, okay. So like maybe like where he like rolls his fingers across the button. Maybe?
Yeah, something. But also it's because of that magnetic switch. So you can obviously just. It's probably a vibration at that rate. Right?
But at the same time, like, do you really need to click that fast?
No, definitely not. Unless you're clicking on banner ads and making money off of it.
Or what is those games on
Wow.
Steam, the little cheapy 50 Rand clicker games? Just like clicking all the time.
Oh yeah, just the point and click adventures. No. What other
maybe.
hardware have you played with recently that's really blown that made you go, I need to buy this right now?
That's a tough one because, like I said, haven't really gotten the time to really explore lately, and it's more been geared towards like actual PC builds and cases and the internals. But I think in terms of hardware, it'll probably be the Xbox Ally. Like, I have enjoyed the way that it sits in your hand. Like, it's way more ergonomic than the older versions of the Ally and like other handhelds. I just feel like the way that it's molded now sits more comfortably. Like, you don't have this like awkward, how am I going to press this button thing, you know? So that's one thing that I really enjoyed. I did end up buying an older version of it after I had my play with the Xbox Ally. I got one of the older ones just so, you know, to be more handheld and travel. But ideally I would want to have one of these in my arsenal of tech, you know?
Oh, for sure. What do you think? What is your opinion about SteamOS?
Yeah, the SteamOS to me, I don't know. It's cool, but at the same time, like, I just the whole ecosystem of like Windows itself as standalone is to me way more versatile. Like, you can use way more things, you know. I mean, I still need to look into the SteamOS OS a little bit more, but I don't know. For me, it right now doesn't seem as versatile as like, you know, base Windows where you can install anything and everything to your heart's content. You know, I feel like the SteamOS is still a little bit limited.
Definitely, and that is kind of the problem where we are at the moment. Well, it's not really a problem. We kind of moving into the era where the Steam machine is coming out, and then SteamOS is going to take on a little bit more of a versatile platform, I think.
Yeah.
Also consider once you'll be able to, and I'm sure there's going to get a time where we're going to be able to get plugins and additional add-ons. So it's
true.
I would wager money on the fact that they would be building that out into a proper platform. But there's no doubt that Windows is bloated these days, right? Windows, I mean, just trying to stream, you have to work some magic sometimes if you don't have 32 or 64 gigs of RAM.
Exactly. There's a lot of bloatware, a lot of random stuff that gets installed, especially with notebooks, you know, like when you're getting a certain brand, they have all these little apps that are installed, like Optimizer and this antivirus and that antivirus, which is honestly so unnecessary, and it just ends up bloating your machine, and the RAM is like can't keep up. Especially with RAM prices, we can't really be upgrading RAM as often as we'd like to.
That is a problem. Have you stocked up on your RAM so far? Have you got 128 gigs just lying around there?
I wish when I saw the prices, I was like, damn, I should have been stocking up. But I literally have like 2 sets of like one in black and one in white, and that's it. So like if I do a white build, if I do a black build, that's where I'm
No, it's
at
actually
right
just a
now.
job. It's actually just a job. Because if
Yeah.
you need it for one build and you can't play with it, then... So I just want to get back to this question. Armin is asking, when is LockedElf streaming Guitar Hero again?
I have no
It's a good
idea.
question.
Honestly, towards the end of last year, I did get one of the new CKD guitars. They're really cool, and I might do a stream with it sometime because there's our little friend at Red Bull that's also one of the best Guitar Hero players. For those that didn't know, so
Oh, really?
he's
Who?
thinking. So it's Gage. Gage is really good at
Oh, right.
Guitar Hero. Like he used to be like pro, back in the day. So he, you know, I look up to him. Like he does so well, and like I could never beat him. I'm just like, dude, hats off to you. But yeah, I got the blue one, the Gibson Les Paul blueberry one. It's so pretty, actually. I don't know where
It's
Claire
beautiful.
went, but it is on the wall behind me, and it's just so much nicer. Like the strum, the buttons, oh, it's like heaven. So I should do a stream with it, and then Gage said he might do a little joint stream. So yeah, we'll see.
Look,
I'll
I
keep you
think
guys posted.
we are overdue for... I mean, there's a lot of rhythm game streamers out there, so you can't even say that. But I think rhythm games in
Yeah.
general, specific to Guitar Hero, specifically because we have these third-party controllers that are really, really good. And I'm glad you endorse it because I can't wait to get my hands on one.
Yeah.
What would you play? I mean, what version of Guitar Hero or bootleg version of the game would you play? Or did you play?
Yeah, so at the moment, now it slipped my mind. There is like a third party.
This is the crack guitar. There.
Let me try. Why can't I think
Guitar.
of the name now? Why can't I think of it now? You know when you hit a blank.
Oh, yeah, it happens to me all the time.
But there's also a Guitar Hero 3 Clone Hero. There you go. Yeah. So I play a lot of Clone Hero, because it's so versatile and you can like literally add any game, any song on there. And there's so many websites where people like make the Guitar Hero versions of the songs for you to just download and like add onto the app. So it's great. But there's also been a remake, like you could say like a third-party remake, because it's not an official one, of Guitar Hero 3, which actually gives like multiplayer and stuff. I still need to test it out and play it a bit more. But yeah, there's like this, I think it's called Better Guitar Hero 3, if I'm not mistaken. It was recently, I think like towards the end of last year, like that released, and has like all this multiplayer and stuff that I'd like to test out. So yeah, that's what me and Gage want to do, is like we want to try a little multiplayer and see how it goes.
Oh, you must.
Obviously,
that's definitely something.
He'll kick
it's
my
not about
bum,
winning or losing, it's about enjoying the game.
True. Yeah. At least I'm not that competitive. I'm just there to enjoy it and have fun. But rhythm games, it's like my favorite thing. Like if I can play a Beat Saber, if I can play my Guitar Hero, any type of rhythm game, it's my favorite. I think some of the people in the chat might know that I'm quite good at the Beat Saber, or like even banjo, like other instruments like drums and stuff. I enjoy it so much.
I didn't even try and challenge you, but you really lay down the challenge, claiming the best start. No, I'm just joking. I still play my Guitar Hero on the Xbox 360.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, I'm pub level Guitar Hero. I'm like Carl, playing in the bowling alley, all sad because it's a job.
I mean, I think some people remember the Frets on Fire days back in the day. You know, when we used to go to
Frets on Fire, yeah.
You couldn't afford to buy Guitar Hero, or no one was like cracking Guitar Hero. You would get Frets on Fire, and we all be playing with our keyboards to the side, little bulky things, pressing F1, 2, 3.
Good times.
Yeah, such a throwback. But I enjoyed it.
if anybody wants to get into it, I would definitely, I shouldn't say this because then you're buying up all the stuff that I could buy, but secondhand market, you can still find some really good quality Guitar Hero controllers, original and the game, depending on the platform. I'm always on the lookout for the Xbox stuff. So playable.
No, us as well.
Still so playable.
Pass me my guitar over there, then I can show it to the camera. But we also actually like both, because then you, for those that don't know, I modded one of the original Guitar Hero guitars. I'll wait for Rafa to come back with that one. Ooh, let me just move all my nonsense out the way. Thank you. Kindly.
You can't be the only one.
We have probably like 6 or something. Or probably, you see. So this is the CRKD one. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful magic. Beautiful masterpiece. And then obviously, like, I have the one that I modded, the Xbox one.
That is beautiful.
Esqued, you know.
That's so cool.
Pink and black. Yeah, so this is the one I used to play with on stream.
Oh, that's the one with the touch buttons over here.
Yeah, yeah. You see now, I can't remember. Words,
I'm trying to look after these.
Words there.
No, it's the best game to play when you have a couple of people over and have a few drinks. But I'm starting to worry about my controller durability.
Yeah, especially that's the problem that I have with the older ones. They go like squeaky. The little strum bar goes squeaky, and that's why I ended up getting the CRKD one, because I was having it up to here with that squeak, like, please don't, please don't. So that's the only thing, like, you know, those older models have their little snags, but they still work. And like jamming with a bunch of friends, if you're yelling and singing along, you don't even hear it, so it's fine.
I just wish the CKD controllers would. I don't even think they're officially here, are they? In South Africa?
Oh, good. Yeah, they're not. No, it just came back. So they're not officially
troubleshooting.
No, but you can buy them from Amazon US, which does ship here. I buy a lot of my hardware stuff. Really? Are we disconnecting and reconnecting today? Anyway, you guys enjoy that.
It's called a tech support show.
The tech support show. I don't know what advice to give you guys when that happens. Honestly,
no, we are asking for advice. How to fix it.
Turn it on and off. That's all I can say. Switching it on and off again, like from the IT crowd. Have you tried turning it on and off again? That's
so while we're troubleshooting, I just want to get to this comment from JJ, one of my old buds. How are you doing, JJ? Luckily he says about RAM increases, he stocked up before the increase, but consoles is way cheaper for gamers, but he will never give up his PC. He's too old to get good with a controller anyway. I agree with that. Although having said that, mobile gaming, touch screen, you know, that is my weakness. And people hate it for some reason. I don't understand.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into it, hey. Mobile gaming hasn't really appealed to me that much. If I'm being honest, the closest I get to is I played that Plants vs. Zombies on the iPad. And that's about it. I haven't gotten much into the cell phone gaming. Like, what do you play on it? What is like your game of choice on mobile?
So on Android, I used to play PUBG Mobile to death. That was my main game. But now on iPhone with the arcade, there's so many good AAA games, and you can get some of them on Android too. But the original Red Dead Redemption is really, really good. NBA 2K26. If you're into sports games, that plays better than any console I owned ever in my life, and it's on my phone. And Rainbow Six just launched now. So if you want to do tactical shooters, I haven't played it yet. I've kind of done the tutorial. But we are getting console grade gaming, but it's not really there to entice PC and console gamers, to be honest with you. I can see why people don't like it. If you don't have to play it, why would you? But so many people with...
It's a good thing for the budget person that, you know, can't afford to get like a full gaming rig or PC setup to game on, or really if you're just like on the go most of the time. So, you know, I think It's nice. To be gaming on phones and like the titles that come out on it. I mean, it's crazy that they're releasing AAA games on there, and we like have matching phones. Look at this.
Oh,
You
nice.
just have the I want the Halo.
The Halo
as
edition.
well.
Yeah. Oh, it is so cool. So I don't know if you've seen this. It's also just launched. It's on what's it called? I think it's called Retro Arcade. All right. Check how cool is that.
Dude, Space Invaders.
But look at the
little joysticks
moves,
and everything.
like,
That
yeah.
is cool. Does it have
So they've
like
got-
a little bit of a haptic feedback as well? Like a little vibrate?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've literally I've installed it to play, but you can see to review, but you can check all the arcade styles you can go
That's
into.
probably something that I could get hooked on. I mean, when Red Bull Tetris was out, like I was pretty hooked on that, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal game. Is that still available? But look at how beautiful it looks. I mean, the quality is
It looks
just
so crisp.
So yeah, I mean, in
A
terms of
little
mobile
arcade in the
gaming, yeah, it's, to be honest with you, if you're not fussed with a controller or keyboard and you actually just want to enjoy the game for what it is, I mean, you can buy those fancy controllers, but
Yeah.
we're living in a good mobile gaming time, honestly.
No,
JJ, what
exactly.
phone do you use? Do you play mobile games at all? Probably not, I would imagine. I think,
Yeah, I'd be keen to know, because I've
PC.
heard a lot of people say that they enjoy a lot of mobile games, especially the PUBG and the Call of Duty and stuff, which like I can't imagine aiming with my phone. I mean, I
It's
can't
not as
play
difficult.
FPS with a controller, so I don't even know how we do it with phone. I'm old school, if you guys want to call it that, old school mouse and keyboard. That's it.
But you're so young, Lelani. How can you be old school at anything?
I'm not that young anymore. I'm in my third decade, so you know, I was
Third,
there
27.
I was there.
You were there in the before times.
Yeah, before the interwebs and all the fancy stuff. You know, when LANs didn't have internet. You know, when I had a little what's that
that's
off-white yellow case and a CRT monitor that you had to carry.
Just relax. You might break a hip. Is that old?
I know. I need to be careful nowadays. Like even the other day, we had to move my studio around and go upstairs, and I was like, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot. I'm getting old. But as a gamer, I think, you know, if you're a gamer, getting old is not that scary because you'll always have games. And I always hear players say that the only thing he doesn't want to happen is like his hand's not working. I know the camera's not, but should be back there. So as long as he can use his hands to game when he's like 90 years old, he'll be happy. And I think that is so valid. Like as a gamer, I think we're gonna have a good time when we're older, not just sitting in front of the TV and reading the newspaper.
Are you talking
And
about
even
the
better
hard
yet, yeah. And tell him, don't worry, Neuralink is coming, so we can all just plug in. I'm 100% planning on doing that at some point, and then you just live in Steam. I mean, you can live in Steam OS, really. Just ask them to put you as a plug-in on there, and you can just play the latest titles.
Yeah, plug in the Steam OS onto your Neuralink. We also have like
Would you do
3
that?
million controllers.
Ask him if he
eh?
would. Would he plug in a
Would
computer into
you-
his brain?
Would you put
Neuralink it.
like get Neuralink and then like put SteamOS and Neuralink so you just see in SteamOS and games, you know?
I probably would. No, I don't know. I don't know. If Reichardt does it first.
He says if you
Done.
do it first.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He says
there.
it's a deal. It's a deal.
Let's see, hits 95 first. Yeah.
It's 95 first. But yeah,
So,
I
Lelani,
do
what
think like
is-
it's exciting to be gaming
it
and
is.
thinking about when you're old and like frail in your chair and you just like sitting with your controller. I don't know. I think it's quite cute.
Well, I mean, very much so. And I think if you're looking at the amount of controllers that's being developed now, I mean, for accessibility, but the adaptability of those controllers means anybody in any position would be able to play. And then obviously things like Neuralink, it's already we're going to see more of these things that plug around your head and kind of read your brain waves, right? That's already
Scary.
been done, but we're going to see it's going to be in your headset. The new Razer is going to come up with hands-free edition where you just think and then your controller moves.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like that new little AI desk companion that Razer announced and released at CES. I mean, that was pretty cool, and that they could pick up give you tips on your gameplay and your game insights. So if you have something in your ear or something you can communicate with while you're playing in an FPS, being like, what is the best strategy of last 3 rounds? Like, what have you picked up from the other teams and how they play? Like, what can you suggest? What should I change? Should I do a slow play, quick play? The things, it's really cool. And already with this Project Ava, you could see where the future is lying, is that it's just all going to be way more accessible, whether it be like inside your headset or your VR or wherever it is, it's going to be there. So,
and that's one of the things where I agree. I think this is where, I mean, I don't want to get into AI now, but this is one of the things where that technology is going to help. It's the assistance in things like, I don't know why this video is jittery now. Let me just minimize it. I mean, besides the cool factor of having your own avatar, which could be an in-game character, right? So you buy a game, you could potentially get a free avatar or whatever, and then this could be your digital buddy, and I see a lot of value in that. I mean, I started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 last year, and I am hundreds of hours into this game. But let me tell you, when I stopped playing for a bit and I got back into it, there were a couple of things I couldn't remember. So I just asked ChatGPT, what is the significance of this? I'm faced with this now. What was the backstory? And it was so easy to catch up on things. I didn't. Why would I want to Google when I don't know what I'm Googling? You know what I'm saying? This is it'll kind of surmise what you want in a way.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. I never thought of doing that. It's actually quite smart because we all have those moments where you have to take maybe an extended break from a game, or maybe you forgot about it, or there's all these new releases all the time, so you're playing something else and you forgot where you were and what's going on and even what the controls are. So if you can just ask your AI companion of like, just remind me, like, what is the popular control layout for this game, or like, this is where I am now, just catch me, give me a brief synopsis of the storyline so far, type of thing. It's pretty cool.
It does. Imagine how much, I mean, you said you remember the time before we had the internet and obviously before computers even. Look at how much it's changed our lives, right? Everything from having a computer to store your friend's phone number on your watch to your homework on a digital diary. Every level that in email, the internet email, I mean, all of these things changed our lives. Gaming, VR, AI is just going to be another one of those pillars. But I think it's the most exciting one, to be honest with you.
No, definitely.
If you know how, it's going to unlock a lot for you. It's scary as well.
Yeah, no, but like you said, AI is so, and it has to freeze in the worst face. This camera. AI there's so many possibilities, whether it be good or bad or all the things. The possibilities is just crazy, and like integrating with the gaming is just taking that much more level up. But at the same time, it would make it so much more scarier for like hackers or anything like that. Sorry guys for the.
No, it's fine. We can radio show this too. And well, with the hackers, yes, that is obviously the potential always. But I see a future where everybody's going to have their little security bot as well, right? Whether it's something that lives on your phone that protects everything, or you just you subscribe to a service and it protects your digital footprint, whatever that may be. I do think it's going to get smarter. The weakest link's still going to be the human element. So I wouldn't be so worried about security of my technology being breached as much as I would be worried about an AI phoning me, making it sound like it's somebody that it's not, getting the details from me that it needs.
Yeah.
That's an easy point of failure for humans.
Yeah, I think
is
it
completely...
definitely. Yeah, I think it's just decided that it doesn't want to.
It's done now.
Why. It's like.
It's okay. I was about to wrap up. In any case, we can do final thoughts and then We can just use AI to imagine you there.
Exactly. Yeah, we could just put a little take my voice and let it put however it thinks I reacted, I guess. That's also the crazy part of AI, is just all the how can you say, deep fakes and things like that. That's a little bit scary. So I'm hoping, obviously, in the next few years that we'll have a little bit more of regulation. As with all things, there's always a bad side, and like black market and all those types of things. So people will still find a way around it, but we're hoping that people use it more for the good than for the bad. That's the only thing we can hope, I guess.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, where technology is involved, somebody's always going to try to make money off of it. But it's going to be easier than ever to prevent it. I mean, AI is already used in most of these social platforms to identify nefarious content, right? So if you're looking at illicit pictures and these things, and it's doing it much quicker. It's much quicker than what we realize it's happening. So yes, while there is still stuff out there, the dark web, for example, those things will always exist. But you'll be able to do that with minimal technology regardless. AI might help prevent it even more, which is where we want it to be. But having said that, AI is just allowing us to create more. I'm sure you've used it successfully in your content creation work, whether it's figuring out how to delete something in the backdrop or adding some stuff to your video. Good. Have I lost you completely there?
No, I've been hearing you. I'll just fix the camera.
Okay, cool. Have you used it at all in your workflow in terms of video editing? There's so many cool tools out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've used it to try and help me with my scripts. Like, I still write most of my scripts myself. I just use it as a tool to assist me in refining some things, or if I really don't know how to say something in the best way, or how to simplify it. Like, sometimes we like to overcomplicate as tech people and over-explain, so just simplifying things. I've used that a few times. And I think if the viewers have seen my recent RAM video, I did make a little funny thing where I turned myself into a blue cat. just for the laughs, because AI is the big conversation around RAM prices and stuff like that. So I turned into a cat. It's scary because I've seen like there's a lot of tools that people can actually make full-on UGC videos, content creation videos, with just a photo and a voiceover, and it's done. But yeah, I don't think I would use it to that extent. For me, it's just a little assistant, a little tool. Turn myself into a cat for you guys,
once in a while.
Occasion.
I mean, that's that's something that would have taken you. Firstly, you needed to learn something like After Effects or an animation program, then get good at that, then become successful, then implement it. That doesn't equal money necessarily. So again, if you use it as a good tool, I think, that is the way to do it. What's next for you as we close up this awesome conversation?
Well, guys, there's some pretty cool builds coming up closer to the end of March, beginning of April. I can't mention too much of it yet, but it's going to be really cool. Going to be some modding involved and some new tech that will be launching in the beginning of April. And then obviously the next thing that I'm focusing a lot on is obviously Computex, and like what are we going to be seeing. I've already seen some teasers or spoilers, or people, what they think is going to happen this year at Computex. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to have you guys like check me out and check stories, because I'm not always that active on posting a video every week, but on the stories I post little tidbits and what's going on and what I'm busy with, and I'm editing, working. There is some pieces that are coming out in the next few weeks as well. Some different stuff other than PCs, like there's a new chair that I've been testing out. Obviously these cute little Pokemon Gengar peripherals and things like that. So yeah. But other than that, keeping busy, doing more builds, more PC builds, and also just hoping that the year has more moments to teach and inspire the younger generation to join in on tech and learning the tech behind the game. I think that's a big thing for me. You know, the gamers of today are just so focused on like becoming a pro and like just focusing on the game, but they don't really know the hardware that they're playing on. So I'm hoping to educate more in that realm, and hopefully also just reaching out to, you know, the smaller communities that maybe don't have access to gaming and tech. You know, that's really one of the other goals I have for this year. So I hope we can do it. And yeah, thank you so much for letting me inside my brain.
Well, I just want to share this quickly while you wrapped up so elegantly. I absolutely loved this video. I thought it came out so well. Look at that.
Little blue cat.
That was a very clever way of using AI. I think that's that's kind of the way it should be done, right? You just it kind of enhances what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
well, Lelani, thank you so much for your time.
Blue anymore, but you know.
It's still we can see your background RGB is much brighter. Thank you so much for your time. As always, Lelani, I enjoyed chatting to you, and we'll do it again soon. And good luck with your upcoming projects. It seems like they are one to look forward to.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, everyone, for being in the chat and viewing, and for everyone that coming to watch afterwards. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much, Richard and the NAG team, for chatting with me, making time for me. It's always so great to catch up with you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys at the next event. And yeah,
definitely.
Hope everyone has an amazing
Keep up the good work. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. See you next week. Ciao.